accounting is a skill many entrepreneurs lack, actually, and with our next guest, we'll be looking at how small business owners can be smart about keeping their debts and credits on the proper side of the ledger. For some accounting and tax tips, we're joined now by Chartered Accountant and Tax Specialist Allan Madan. He's here in studio. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you very much. Great to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. All right, so when a company is first starting out, what are the most important things they need to know about accounting?
Well, first off, where most businesses fail is with respect to accounting, so they really need that strong accounting pillar. And what they should do is purchase a small business accounting software package like QuickBooks or Simply Accounting, keep all records and receipts, and really be on top of it.
Right, and so say they get one of these programs, what can they expect to get from a program like Quicken?
Well, with a program like QuickBooks or Simply Accounting, they can expect regular financial reporting, their income statement, their margins, all of the information they need to make key critical decisions to keep their business on track.
Is there anything else that they can do aside from just a software program?
Absolutely. Keeping accurate receipts, your little credit card slips, bank statements, and credit card statements are all important because guess what? When it's time for an audit, that's what the CRA wants to see.
And are there common mistakes that entrepreneurs make in accounting?
The common mistakes are entering the debits and credits incorrectly.
Oh, okay.
So it's always great to seek advice from a professional on how to use the software and how to keep records appropriately. A little money spent on a professional will save you a lot in the long run.
So what can entrepreneurs do themselves as far as accounting, and what do they usually need help with? And is there a risk of thinking, oh, I can do this, and you really need a professional to take care of it?
The biggest things that you should really get an accountant to help you with as an entrepreneur with respect to accounting is tax return preparation. If you're an incorporated entity, tax returns can become very complex, and they're not simplistic to fill out on the CRA's website.
What are some of the common questions you get from business owners?
The common questions are, how do I save tax, Alan? Tell me how I can increase my bottom line.
Right.
And there's many ways to do that. Rather than bore everyone here, I'll just go through a couple of the most popular ones. One is to claim your home office expenses if you work from home. Mm-hmm. So that would include things like property taxes and mortgage interest. Another common strategy is to incorporate your business. Unlike employees who pay a really high rate of tax, corporations only pay a tax rate of 15.5%. So
we're looking at some tax loopholes here, tax deferrals, charging rent to your business, buying your home through your business. Maybe could you comment on some of these here? Keep your HST collected as well.
Sure. Buying your home through your business, it's known as an employee home purchase plan. In a nutshell, you borrow money from your corporation to buy your dream house, and you repay your corporation over a period of time. Keeping the HST collected, you collect 13%, but there's a method called the quick method where you only have to give back 8.8% and keep the spread. Lastly, one small thing that people may not think is a big deal but really helps out is towards the end of the year, make major purchases. So you can claim 6 months worth of depreciation even if you've only held the capital asset for a few days.
Makes sense. And what about financial controls? You have some tips in this area as well for small business owners.
The biggest financial control is to review your books and records regularly. It's amazing how much insight you can gain by reviewing your statements with your accountant to look out for red flags.
Keep your receipts. Have a separate credit card for business. We're looking at some other ones here. Have one person in charge of improving employee expense reports to prevent fraud. Talk about some of these other ones here and the importance of those.
Sure. Employee expense reports are key. As you know, as your business grows, there's only so much that you can be involved in. So making sure there's checks and balances and approvals for employee expense reports is important.
Now, what about, Alan, about being a small business owner yourself? What are the mistakes you made? What are the things you did right? And what do you try to impart to your clients?
Well, I think the thing that I did right is accounting, and at least I hope I did that right, because I'd be in trouble right now.
Right.
So I was really on top of my books and records and my tax loopholes. The mistake that I made was really not networking enough as a business owner, and now that I've learned the importance of meeting people and individuals of business interest, you really expand your potential client base.
All right, good advice. Thanks, Alan.
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Allan Madan, a chartered accountant and tax expert from his own company, Madan Chartered Accounting.